DK back at you with another video here for the NBA main slate here on Thursday. Man, we only got 3 game slate, and it's probably the ugliest slate I've seen in a long time. We'll get to it in one sec. Real quick, let's see what we did last night. So last night, I about split my head-to-heads and 50-50s. And then just missed the GPP, so ended up losing night overall for me. But, it wasn't terrible. Last night, again, it was just crazy with all the news coming out. Once John Wall got ruled out, that changed the entire slate. And then Mirotić got ruled out, and then Dennis Smith Jr. got ruled. There was a bunch of injury news that I kept switching my lineup around a bunch. And at the end of it, honestly, I couldn't even think anymore. My brain was fried. So in my video, I talked about I loved Karl-Anthony Towns. He was in my original lineup, but again, I had to switch stuff around. I had to get Randall in once Mirotić got ruled out. So I really liked Karl-Anthony Towns. He went off, so hopefully some of you guys played him. And then as well as Jimmy Butler. I said he was too cheap. He was also in my original lineup, but again, had to switch things around. I got a little too cute, honestly, playing Trae Young and Markieff Morris. That was honestly a mistake, looking back on it. I had Rivers or Sanderansky. I was going to play one of those two. And I got a little too cute trying to play Trae Young. I love the upside of Trae Young, but he could not hit a shot. He was pretty disappointing. And then JJ Barea, again, looking back on it, probably a mistake. Pivoting to him with Dennis Smith Jr. out when there was just better value plays, again, with Austin Rivers, Sanderansky. So I should have just played one or both of them, and then upgraded Markieff, and it would have been a very good night. But overall, again, wasn't too bad. I just stacked the Wizards and the Hawks. So all right, let's get into the slate for tonight. Okay, so again, this slate is ugly, guys. 3 games, and the first 2 have huge blowout risk, and the last one is involving the Utah Jazz. So my advice to you guys, keep it very light. Only GPPs for me. I'll probably do just one small GPP entry, and that's about it. Honestly, it's not worth risking it on a slate like this. There's too much blowout risk and just ugly games, and yeah. Okay, so let's get into it. So we got Harden at 10-8. I know the matchup's not the best against Utah, but you're braver than me on a 3-game slate if you're going to fade James Harden. There's just no way I'm fading him. I know the matchup, again, is not the best, but I cannot fade him on this 3-game slate. Damian Lillard at 10-1. So we got CJ McCollum listed as questionable right now. And that could be pretty big because CJ being out, there'll be a lot of minutes to go from there. And then, maybe the Suns can keep it close, but man, the Suns looked terrible against the Kings last game. So I'm not betting they keep it close, but Lillard at 10-1. Again, the issue is the Suns just are so bad that I don't know if they can keep it close. So I think Lillard possibly only plays 3 quarters, and at 10K, I don't think he can get you there in 3 quarters. So I'm probably just gonna fade. But if CJ's out, you definitely have to consider Lillard. And then guy like probably Seth Curry or Nick Stauskas might get entered in the starting lineup. So there could be some value there if CJ gets ruled out. So we got KYRIE at 9K. And Boston, I don't like targeting Boston players because they're just so deep. And we got Jaylen Brown is back too. So that's just going to muck up the rotation even more. Boston already runs a pretty deep rotation. They don't play, they don't run the guys out there for 40 minutes. So KYRIE, I don't know, he's a pretty good play here, but again, can the Knicks keep this game close? I think the Knicks probably have a better chance keeping close than the Suns, but yeah, I don't know. Again, the slate, it's ugly. So if you think they can keep it close, and KYRIE 9K, I think he's a pretty good play. Chris Paul at 7-7. Again, the matchup with the Jazz is not the best, but as of right now, we don't have a whole lot of news. So my strategy probably right now is just to stack this Houston Utah game. because I do think that game will stay close, and then plug in some value from the other games of, you know, potential blowout. So right now, that's what I'm looking at. So Chris Paul, 7,700. I'm definitely considering. And same thing here, Donovan Mitchell, 76. Again, he's been pretty inconsistent. The San Antonio game, that was a blowout. If the game stays close, he's going to push for 35 to 40 minutes. So I really like Donovan Mitchell today at 7.6. Rubio at 6.4. You know, I think that's a pretty fair price. I usually target Rubio when Donovan Mitchell's out. With Donovan Mitchell in, not that much, but again, you know, I'm probably going to be stacking this game, so I'm definitely considering Rubio at 6.4. He should play 30-plus minutes. The game stays close. So Rubio, Donovan Mitchell, definitely considering. And then Moutier, so surprisingly, he got 36 minutes last game. So, you know, maybe we can trust the minutes, but I don't know. It's the Knicks. You really can't. I mean, he could go out there and play 20 minutes tonight, and I honestly would not be surprised at all. But, again, Trey Burke being out, that opens up a lot. And Trier did not, let's see, he only played 15 minutes. So, you know, maybe they're just going to start to lean on Moody a bit. And if he's going to play those minutes, then I have to consider him. But you can never trust the Knicks. So I'm a little undecided here with Moutier. You know, again, if he's going to play those type of minutes, I would definitely have interest, but you never know. Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown back. I don't know if I can go there. I still think he's okay at 4.4, especially against the Knicks. But, again, with Jaylen Brown back, that just kind of mucks up the rotation, so I think Smart's okay. Then we got DeAnthony Melton and ELIE OKOBO. So, OKOBO picked up the start last game, did not look very good. He got benched in the second half. They started DeAnthony Melton. And Melton, I really like it. So I played the Summer League DFS a lot in the summer. And Melton was a guy that I played a lot. He looked very, very good in the Summer League. So do I expect him to shoot 9 for 12 tonight? No. But, you know, he is going to be pretty aggressive when he's out there. And Phoenix, they don't have a whole lot of you know, they still don't have a whole lot of good players right now. So Melton, I think if he picks up the start, I think whoever of the two pick up the start, I think I have the most interest in. But I think Melton has the most upside, so I'm leaning towards DeAnthony Melton right now at 4.2. I do kind of like that. I do think he'll probably play minutes no matter what, even in a blowout. So yeah, and then Rozier. Again, this game could blow out, so a few more minutes could be possible for Rozier. So I think he's okay at 4.1. And then, again, like Seth Curry, if he picks up the start, if CJ is out, I would have interest in. It'd probably be him or CJ McCollum. Okay, so McCollum, if he plays, you know, again, 7.4 is a little pricey for a guy that's kind of scoring dependent to get you there. So, and he's questionable, so I probably will be off CJ McCollum. So Hardaway, it's interesting, 6.6. He was the one Nick that always had the secure minutes, was going to play big minutes no matter what. But he got limited to 30 minutes against Washington. So, you know, it kind of worries me a bit, you know, with the resurgence of Damian Dotson, Kevin Knox. These guys at the bench are playing pretty good. So, a little worried about Hardaway's minutes, but he has massive upside at this price of 6.6K. And I think, you know, if he's shooting the ball good, if he's playing good, they're going to, you know, give him close to 40 minutes. So Hardaway, I'm definitely considering today at 6.6. Gordon Hayward, I would not chase that huge. I mean, finally had a huge game, 58 fantasy points. You know, I don't know if I want to chase it, especially with Jaylen Brown back again. The rotation's going to be pretty big. So I think he's okay at 6.1. So Ingles at 5.5, again, you know, I'm leaning right now just towards stacking this game. So Ingles, you know, I think he's pretty fair. He can always get hot from behind the three-point line, so I think Joe Ingles, pretty decent play there. And then we got Dotson. So this guy's been playing out of his mind recently. But the issue is kind of the minutes. You know, if he was inserted in the starting lineup, I would have interest, but you know, he's going to be coming off the bench, so 4.8K is a lot to pay for Damian Dotson, so I'll probably pass. So Evan Turner, 4.2. You know, if CJ McCollum's out, that boosts him up a little bit. He does kind of run a lot of the backup point guard role, and Lillard's not out there, so I think Evan Turner, a pretty decent play here, 4.2. And then you got Jamal Crawford at 3.9. So the game was obviously a blowout. He only saw 22 minutes. Again, he's a vet, so if the game blows out, he's definitely going to be one to sit, for the fourth quarter. But if this game stays close, I think Crawford, sneaky upside here. And again, I think if the game stays close, he'll maybe push for 30 minutes. So I kind of like Jamal Crawford here at 3.9. The price is pretty enticing. He can get hot. He's going to shoot the ball a ton. So Crawford, definitely considering there at 3.9. KORVER, 3.4. He's just not seeing enough minutes for me to, play him. Stauskas, again, him or Seth Curry, I think would pick up the start if CJ's out. So probably would have interest in one of those two, again, if McCollum's out. Jason Tatum at 7.1. That's just a little pricey for him, especially, again, with Jaylen Brown back. It's just they have a deep rotation, so Tatum, probably not for me at 7.1. So Ariza, Josh Jackson situation. Again, TJ Warren, he's doubtful. I don't expect him to play, and obviously Devin Booker's out. So, again, Ariza, not a guy I really like playing because he kind of stands in the corner, shoots threes. He's not going to make his own shot a whole lot. And, he gets you there a lot of the times with steals. I don't expect him to, get average 3 steals a game. So, Ariza, I think he's okay. But, again, I think I would just prefer playing Josh Jackson. He's going to shoot the ball a lot more. He's just a better playmaker in general. So I think I would, again, of those two, I think I would lean towards Jackson. Again, I think Jackson would be more popular, but again, I just think he has more upside than Trevor Ariza does. Ariza, every once in a great while, will have a big game, but again, I think I prefer Josh Jackson there. Let's see. Aminu, 5.2. He has played pretty good here. Almost getting a double-double here last 3 games. Price is up there, and there's blowout risk, so I think he's okay. Jay Crowder, another, again, someone I would consider in a game stack. I do, under 5K, Jay Crowder is pretty nice, so I think he's firmly in play here. So Kevin Knox would probably be the Nick off the bench that I want the most. Again, he's a rookie. His minutes seem a little more secure than Dotson. So, I think Kevin Knox at 4.5 is a pretty good play here. And if the game blows out, he should see a little extra run too. So I think Knox, pretty good play there, 4.5. Let's see, MIKAL Bridges, 4.1. I think he's okay. Again, if the game blows out, he still saw some runs. So I think he's basically blowout proof, but he's not really the highest usage guy. So I think he's okay for salary relief at 4.1. Let's see, James Ennis. I don't think I can go there. Just not seeing enough minutes. Mo Harkless, okay, but his minutes are up and down. Can we trust that? 3.6. He doesn't need too much to get you there, so I think he's okay. Right, let's move on to power forward. HORFORD at 6.2. I think it's a pretty fair price for him. He does still have some upside, and ENES KANTER, not a great defender. So I think HORFORD and KYRIE are probably the 2 Celtics I have the most interest in. And I do like that he's power forward eligible as well, so I can play 2 centers, and then as well as HORFORD if I want to. So HORFORD I think is pretty good at 6.2. Let's see, so Noah Vonleh, 5.1. So he's been getting some minutes at the center, which I do like. Again, they're kind of limiting ENES KANTER. Mitchell Robinson just, he'll pick up 3 fouls in 1 minute, so he can't stay on the floor. So Vonleh, 5.1. Again, this guy does have upside. He hasn't really shown it recently, but he went on that stretch where he does have 40-plus point upside. So Boston, the way to attack them is through big. So Vonleh, definitely considering here at 5.1. So RICHAUN Holmes, very interesting. I've been on this guy for a lot now. He was really cheap. couple weeks ago he was close to minimum price. Now he's up to 4.3. I think that'll scare some people off, but again, I really don't think the Suns keep it close, which is good for Holmes. That's just going to boost his minutes even more. So I'm kind of playing the Portland blows out Phoenix side of it, and that's just going to boost Holmes' minutes even more. So I do really like Holmes here at 4.3, and I'm leaning towards playing him honestly again because I think just the Suns will not be able to stay with Portland. So I'm leaning towards playing Richaun Holmes right now. And then for the Portland side of things, it's pretty interesting. Again, this night it's not a good slate, but it's pretty interesting because you can play a lot of the blowout side, and you can play guys like Zach Collins here at 3.4. Again, if you think Portland's going to blow him out, which I kind of think they do, Zach Collins is going to get some run. He hasn't really flashed the upside, but early in the season, I played him a couple times. He got me 30-plus fantasy points. So Zach Collins, definitely someone I'm considering, and again, I'm leaning towards a blowout there, so Collins, 3.4, I think is pretty decent play here. Okay, so the center position, we got Gobert and CAPELA. Obviously, this is the game that is most likely to stay close, and everyone should see the full allotment in a minute. So Gobert, he's been playing very good here. 58, 52, 49, 43 fantasy points the last 3 games. The 43, that was a blowout against the Spurs, so he probably would have put up close to 50. So Gobert, playing very, very good right now. CAPELA, not the best defender, so definitely considering Gobert. And same thing here with CAPELA at 8K. They're going to need him to guard Gobert. I don't see Nene playing more than 5 to 10 minutes, so I think CAPELA pushes for close to 40 minutes in a close game. So those two centers, definitely considering, again, that game should stay close. Nurkic, I love playing Nurkic, but it's just, I don't think the game stays close. McCollum being out would boost Nurkic a bit. I think he's still in 3 quarters. It could get you there if McCollum's out. So McCollum out, I would consider Nurkic. And then Kanter, I love playing Kanter, but these Knicks minutes are just too hard to trust. He was seeing close to 40 minutes about a week ago, and now 26, 27, 25. They're kind of limiting him. I do like targeting centers against Boston, so Kanter, I think will be kind of low owned, and maybe they run him out there for 30-plus minutes this game. Who knows? If they do, I think Kanter has huge upside, so I'm definitely considering him. Ayton at 6.7. Again, with Devin Booker and TJ Warren out of the offense, there's so much usage to go around. So a guy like Josh Jackson and Ayton should shoot the ball a bunch here, and if Phoenix is going to keep it close, it's going to be because of those two guys. So Ayton, if you think Phoenix can keep it close, I think he's a pretty good play here at 6.7. Derrick Favors, just never a guy I really like playing. It's basically capped at 15 to 25 minutes. He's not really going to see more than that. I think he's okay for 4.6, but he doesn't really have that huge upside. And then I already talked about Zach Collins. So Myers Leonard, again, if you think this game is going to blow out, which I kind of think he will, I think he's pretty interesting here at 3.4. Mitchell Robinson, just, this he can't stay on the floor because he just, he picks up fouls in a crazy rate. I do think he has upside. It's priced at 3.2, but it would be scary to play him because there's definitely a chance that he's going to see 10 minutes because of foul trouble issue. So I think that's going to do it for the video, guys. Again, right now, as of now, we don't have a whole lot of news, so I'm leaning towards just kind of stacking Houston, Utah, and then going with value in the Knicks, Boston, and Phoenix, Portland game. I think that's going to be the pretty popular approach too, but I think right now that's the correct approach. So if you guys have been enjoying the content, please like this video, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section down below. It's also important to follow me on Twitter. I will give my thoughts as more news comes out there. And yeah, again, guys, keep it light. It's only 3 games, so an ugly slate. So don't go crazy tonight. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow for a video. So yeah, I will see you guys then.